Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. Tuesday morning, November 1st. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Lee Roggenberg is your host. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and encourage many others to do so. Please like the video if you do so. Contact us for marketing and advertising opportunities. Follow us on Twitter at FloridaLX, Facebook at FLA, LAX, NEWS, and on the web at floridalacrossenews.com, as well as making sure to check out some of our other content contacts. Varsity Sports Network, which is continuing to grow and is doing a fantastic job with football and the rest of the sports this year. Those who heard on Thursday, I checked out and mentioned the Florida High School Bowling Championship. I'll check in this morning and see if they're covering that too. And Broward Sports Network, who is also very much involved with our content. Back to that Italian espresso that we mentioned last Tuesday. Very deep taste, and love those dark roasts. If you got a suggestion on what I should try next, send it in, Lee at floridalacrossenews.com. I'll certainly check it out. Okay. We actually had 6 commitments, unlike what it said in the trailer on here, because another one came in this morning after I had set this up. It's so Tampa Lax report reported that Sun Lake 2023, Olivia Jacinto on the girls' side is committed to Tampa. Cardinal Mooney boys 2024, James Frankowski has committed to Division I Merrimack. Montverde boys 2023, Cohen Woodland has committed to Belmont Abbey. St. John Paul girls, Bella Powell 2024 is committed to East Carolina. St. John boys 2024, Michael Evans committed to Florida Tech. And this morning I saw that his brother Matthew Evans has also committed to Florida Tech. So that does make 6. We've already received Michael, Bella, and Matthew's submission, and we'll be putting them up in the order in which we received them. And congratulations to all 6 of you, and we would love to see the other 3 obviously do their commitment articles too. Tell your story. Excuse me. Plenty of people are watching. Yesterday was obviously a happy Halloween to all of you. Hopefully all of us showed great discipline in choosing how much of the candy to consume after picking it up, or those leftovers that were not picked up. It looked like, at least in my son's neighborhood where I took a trip last night, that it's picking up in door-to-door activity with COVID now kind of in the rearview mirror. And so it's great to see that. I'm in a neighborhood where if I see a trick-or-treater, I'd almost be shocked. But I hope all of you had a great and healthy and happy day yesterday. And noticed an awful lot of lacrosse, number of PLO uniforms being used. Saw them posted throughout the Twitter world. St. Stephen's, young lady Sophia Creneti has been nominated as a finalist for the Triple Impact Competitor Award. Unfortunately, didn't have a chance to check on that. I'll check on it today and see if there's an article that we can link to. Congratulations, Sophia. Couple of openings. Countryside High School in Clearwater has new programs starting up for both the boys and the girls, and they need full coaching staffs for those positions. So that tweeted out yesterday. Get in touch with the school, the athletic director, if you have interest, and please reach out. And even if you don't only have the time to maybe help on the assistance side, anytime you have a startup program that could use extra help, even if it's not full-time. So please, if you have that ability to do so, get in touch with the school and let them know of your interest. Also on laxjobs.com, I noticed North Broward Prep Middle School boys coach, head coach is open. So go ahead and grab that. This is a great resource. James Foot's new website. If you're interested in helping out in the sport, please go ahead and do so. And go check out his website for the jobs that are available. National Celebrate Lacrosse Week starts on the 5th on Saturday. I guess we're going to get a whole week out of it. So we'll keep an eye out to see if there's any sort of fun ways that people are celebrating this. Obviously, this is another one of those. I don't think you need a Hallmark card for this one. Just make sure that you thoroughly enjoy. Maybe take a week during that week, read up on the history. I'm going to post a couple of YouTube videos I came across that were a little bit dated right now. Probably, I'm guessing maybe 8-10 years old at least. But they're wonderful documentaries about the indigenous history of the sport. And I'd love to, I would really hope that everyone out there who watches and is a fan of the site spends a little bit of time during our celebration week to get even more familiar with the background and history of the sport. I wanted to, it's a relatively light day, so I wanted to sort of take you through the website a little bit and understand. I do this maybe 3 or 4 times a year, but it's always good to have a reminder of it. We talk about the commitment article on the homepage, but there's other things on the homepage at the top right next to the commitment button that are also worthy of your time to get to learn, because it really makes it easier for us to expand coverage when people out in the lacrosse community have a method and are willing to give us information that we can cover. First one I want to mention is submit media coverage. That's also at the top. When you click on that button, you get something that looks like this. Okay. And it says your email address. It says the news source. So please let us know where you found it, the date of coverage you would fill in, if there's any notes you have, and then the attachment, which could either be the picture or it could be the article link on the web. Maybe it's a video that is from a local news station that's on their YouTube channel. By the way, just so everyone knows, YouTube is extraordinarily easy for us to post. Twitter is extraordinarily easy for us to post, etc. And we would love it. We found the story on Jackson Canfield being named co-captain at Vermont via Twitter. But I can tell you that he's not going to be the only Florida captain of a men's or women's team, Division 1, 2, or 3. And if you know of someone who is being named something like that, or there's a feature article that's outside of the state that we are not necessarily going to run across, please submit a media link to us so that we can put the article link up. And in some instances, we can print the whole link. It depends what the website allows. So please remember that one. Another one is submit video clip. This one is also from YouTube. It might not necessarily be a story, but let's say you found a video that you think we might find use for. Maybe it's highlights of a Florida kid. Maybe it's not necessarily the high school highlights, because we just don't have the ability to post all of those. But let's say they had a highlight clip in college or even at the pro level, or there's something that's got a Florida link to it. in a video clip on YouTube, please send it in to us using submit video clip. And it looks like this. Very simple, actually. Submit the video clip, your email address, the YouTube link, and then just click I'm not a robot. And that'll get through to us. The one that I really think doesn't get used enough, submit game recap. We're going to go over this a couple of more times before the season starts. But it looks like this when you click on it. And there's actually another box on the second page, which I didn't feel like necessarily printing here. But yeah, basically your email address. Oh, I'm sorry. I showed the wrong one. Sorry about that. It's this. Basically, what you're going to be submitting to us, submit your name, give us the scores by the quarter, or in the for the girls' game by the half, if that's how it's going to be reported. Leading scorers per team, and make sure it's both teams. Goalies and number of saves, both teams. Newsworthy events during the game, write a paragraph. Mention if it's a traditional rivalry. Talk about the crowd, if it was a nice, large one. Maybe a fun incident that happened. But try to make sure that you've got to have some information from both teams. This is not a one-sided reporting type feature, and please don't use it as such. If you can, take a picture or two with your phone. You can upload those directly on this link too. If you have a photographer at the game, they want to send us pictures directly, they can send it to lee@floridalacrossenews.com, as long as they indicate indicate what game it's from. And we can craft a very easy article to get game coverage. Some of the programs out there are very good at this. Take a look at a couple of those from the previous year to get an idea. And I can tell you that there is no easier way for a program that maybe doesn't necessarily get a lot of coverage to get more of it than this particular feature. So please go ahead and remember, familiarize yourself with all three of these. Okay, submit game recap, submit a video, submit a media item. Please get familiar with all three of these, because believe me, we love the coverage. I'll work with you if you're a little bit worried about writing the right thing. Don't worry about that. Write what you can, send it in. I can always give you an email and a call. We spent a couple of minutes just talking about it and fleshing it out. And believe me, they get read a lot. Just some of the Ponte Vedra ones have huge readership. We've had Cardinal Mooney. We've had other schools in the past that have done so nicely. And I can tell you that it's a very worthwhile feature to have. And by the way, now that I've figured out the Twitter live broadcasts, we'll be doing some more of those here and there too. So let's really make it an effort to continue to grow the amount of content as a lacrosse community that we put on the website. Okay. Let's remember, follow us on Twitter, Florida LX, Facebook, FLA, LAX, NEWS, on the web, FloridaLacrosseNews.com. Always also remember, grow the game, respect the game, honor the game. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News. We'll see you Thursday morning at 8:30, and so long from the Sunshine State.